bitters is kind of funny because really it's useless. Every now and then you'll see out there an influencer be like, I'm using these digestive bitters. I'm using bitters. And they're all into it. Like, here's bitters. My practitioner gave me these bitters, or I got them here online from this place. And when they do that, what's really happening is they're just drinking, basically. They're taking shots of alcohol. They're drinking. Bitters have always had alcohol in it. They've always had alcohol in it. Corn, grain, alcohol. Now, in the earlier days, it would be bourbon, whiskey, rum. It would be vodka. It would be another type of alcohol in there. But now it's shifting. So now it's shifting to something different. Instead of corn, grain, alcohol, or some other variety of alcohol, they're doing glycerin. And they're usually doing a blend now. Be like glycerin and alcohol. Because let's face it, they're drinking bitters because of the alcohol. People don't know it, but they get addicted to it. Helps them sleep at night. They're basically having a shot of alcohol before bed. But it's shifting because of medical medium information. All the years, letting people know that alcohol destroys the phytochemical compounds, the medicine, the nutrients. Herbal tinctures with alcohol in them makes them ineffective. Bottom line. So now that system out there that was built on alcohol and all the tinctures and the bitters is shifting and changing. So now bitters, they'll be split. There'll be glycerin and alcohol. Tinctures now too, glycerin and alcohol. And there's even bitters out there now that are just glycerin. Now, truly, in order for a bitter to be called a bitter and a bitter to be a bitter, alcohol has to be there. So when someone purchases a bitter now, they're purchasing a fraud bitter. It's missing the alcohol. Now it's just an herbal tincture with glycerin in it. That's all it is now. It's not a bitter anymore. It has to have the alcohol in it to become a bitter. And bitters with glycerin without the alcohol have all these natural flavors in them now. So if you buy a bitter, it may not have the alcohol. It's not a bitter anymore. It's a fraud. Then it has the glycerin. So now it's just a tincture with glycerin, an herbal tincture. But worse, it's an herbal tincture with a bad glycerin, not even a good glycerin. And then it's got all kinds of different flavorings and citric acid and all kinds of other stuff in there. Bitters and digestive bitters are essentially useless. And when it comes down to alcohol, it's bad, bad, bad. There's no good in any of it. It's bad. And what happens is that alcohol was taboo over the years, and medical medium information talked about it being bad. All the different podcast doctors and health authors and everybody in the last just couple of decades always recreationally drank. They drank. They had martinis. They had wine. Everybody laid off the subject. Nobody said that alcohol was bad. Nobody said wine or alcohol or any kind of alcoholic beverage was bad. Medical medium information said, no, it's bad for the brain. It'll rot your brain. We have all the information, Spirit and I. It's in the books. Brain Saver book is one example right there. And so everybody thinks alcohol was okay and just keep it at that. No one wanted to even approach it. It was just like hands off, hands off. Now you see out there, you see different articles out there, people on social media talk about how alcohol, it's bad for you. It's bad for you. And you hear that now. They're just parroting medical medium information. But alcohol and tinctures is disastrous. Herbal tinctures. Alcohol and bitters, disastrous.